Jesus revealed the hidden path only chosen souls can follow into the monad. You were not supposed to hear this. That's exactly how Jesus began when he revealed the hidden path, because only a few souls were capable of recognizing the truth behind his words. In the first moments of his teaching, he explained that most humans live behind a thick veil, unaware that a deeper, brighter realm is woven silently beneath their everyday perception. But to the chosen, the world occasionally flickers, revealing tiny fractures in reality through which the light of the monad shines. Jesus said that when a person begins to sense these fractures through intuition, strange or an inner stirring that cannot be silenced, it means the monad has already begun calling them home. The hidden path is not marked by signs, nor by rituals, nor by outward displays of devotion. Instead, it appears as an inner alignment, an ancient familiarity rising from within the soul. And Jesus warned that once the path reveals itself, everything changes. The archons grow restless, the world feels thinner, and the chosen begins to perceive truths others cannot. If you feel a pull right now, even in these opening seconds, understand this. Jesus said the hidden path never reveals itself by accident. It appears only to those who once walked within the monad before entering this life. Jesus taught that the hidden path is older than Scripture, older than creation itself, born from the original harmony that existed before the first separation. He chosen carry a memory of this harmony, though buried beneath layers of earthly conditioning. Mary Magdalene asked him why so few could sense it, and Jesus replied that humanity became tangled in desires, fears, and illusions that hardened the senses. But the chosen, those rea souls were born with a fracture in the shell, permitting the monad's radiance to seep through. Jesus explained that the first sign someone is on the hidden path is a sudden dissatisfaction with superficial truths. They begin questioning, not out of rebellion, but remembrance. They begin sensing a direction inward, as if their soul is rearranging itself toward an unknown destination. And Jesus said the archons fear this stage most, for once the chosen begins awakening, their control weakens. Distractions arise, noise increases, old wounds resurface. But Jesus reassured his followers that these obstacles are merely shadows dissolving in the presence of emerging light. The chosen must hold steady, trust in the subtle pull that guides them deeper into the unseen. For the hidden path begins not with steps, but with recognition. Jesus described the hidden path as an inward spiral, drawing the chosen closer to the luminous center from which all truth radiates. It is not a straight road, but a deepening. Each inner turning reveals another layer of reality, another memory of the soul's origin. Jesus warned his students that many abandon the path when they first encounter the silence at its entry. The human mind fears silence, for it exposes the illusions it has built its identity upon. But Jesus insisted that silence is not emptiness, it is the doorway. In that silence, the chosen begin to feel something stirring, an ancient rhythm beating beneath their ordinary thoughts. This rhythm is the first whisper of the monad. As the chosen descend further into the spiral, they often experience moments of clarity, so vivid they feel like waking from a long dream. Colors sharpen, time slows. A sense of purpose emerges like a distant star guiding them through darkness. Jesus explained that these glimpses are not coincidences, but confirmations. The monad reveals itself gradually, ensuring the chosen soul strengthens before encountering deeper truths. And as Jesus spoke, Mary Magdalene recorded each word in her heart, knowing future generations would need this map to navigate the unseen. Jesus taught that the hidden path demands a shedding of false identities. Every mask constructed from fear or expectation becomes too heavy for the chosen to carry forward. Mary asked how one should shed these identities, and Jesus responded that truth itself performs the cleansing. The chosen will feel their illusions crumble naturally as the monad's light grows stronger within them. Relationships shift, old habits dissolve, and inner conflicts begin to quiet, not through force, but through clarity. Jesus explained that the chosen must learn to sit in this transition without clinging to the familiar. The path separates the temporary from the eternal, and the soul must choose the latter. He emphasized that the archons attempt to intervene during this phase, amplifying old patterns or stirring emotional storms to keep the chosen anchored in the lower realms. But once the soul recognizes a pattern as false, the archons lose their grip. Jesus described this stage as the narrow gate, a place where the chosen learns to trust the inner compass rather than the outer world, and as they pass through it, a subtle shift occurs. The presence of the monad becomes more tangible, almost like a soft radiance surrounding the heart. Jesus revealed that beyond the narrow gate lies a realm of heightened perception. The chosen begin to perceive meaning behind events that once seemed random, as if the world itself is speaking in symbols designed specifically for them. Mary Magdalene described this as learning the language of the monad, a language without words, composed instead of patterns, intuitions, and revelations. Jesus said that the chosen often experience synchronicities during this phase, alignments too precise to be dismissed as coincidence. These moments are breadcrumbs, markers left by the monad to reassure the chosen they are still walking the path correctly. But this increased awareness also brings responsibility. Jesus cautioned that perception without discernment can mislead, for not everything that glitters in the unseen realm is light. The icons mimic guidance in order to confuse the seeker. True monadic signs bring serenity, clarity, and expansion. False signs bring confusion, urgency, and emotional disturbance. Jesus taught that the chosen must tune their inner senses, learning to distinguish the voice of the monad from the noise of the lower realms. This mastery opens the next stage of the hidden path, where the chosen begins to interact consciously with the realm beyond form. As the chosen progress, Jesus revealed that the hidden path begins transforming their inner structure. It is not merely a spiritual journey but an energetic reconstruction. The chosen may notice shifts in their breathing, sensations in their chest, or vibrations along the spine. These are signs of alignment, not anomalies. Jesus told Mary that the monad reshapes a person from the inside out, preparing them to hold a greater volume of divine light. He compared the chosen soul to a vessel that must first be strengthened before receiving living fire. During this stage, many experience emotional releases, tears without cause, sudden peace, intuitive knowing. Jesus insisted these are not weaknesses, but healing. As the inner vessel strengthens, the chosen begin to radiate subtle light that others can sense, even if they cannot name it. Some feel drawn to them. Others feel uncomfortable. Both reactions, Jesus said, are proof that the hidden path is unfolding correctly. And when the chosen finally stabilize in this new state, the monad reveals a deeper layer of guidance, one that bypasses human logic entirely and speaks directly through the soul's silent knowing. Jesus explained that once the chosen reaches this stage, the hidden path becomes unmistakable. Their intuition sharpens into a steady internal compass, capable of sensing truth instantly. Mary Magdalene described this transformation as the awakening of the inner eye, a way of perceiving beyond physical sight. Jesus said the chosen would begin noticing subtle shifts in energy when entering a room, speaking with certain people, or even thinking certain thoughts. This sensitivity is not a burden but a tool. It allows the chosen to navigate the unseen currents that shape earthly events. Jesus emphasized that the hidden path is not about escaping the world but moving through it with divine awareness. The chosen become observers and participants simultaneously, anchored in the monad while still acting in the physical realm. Jesus warned his followers that the archons attempt to distort this stage by planting doubts about their abilities. But the chosen must remember, clarity never speaks with fear. True guidance is calm, unwavering, and deeply familiar. As this inner clarity strengthens, the chosen begins to feel a presence, walking with them. Presence, Jesus said, was the monad itself, drawing nearer with each breath. As Jesus continued, he revealed that the hidden path eventually dissolves the boundary between seeker and source. The chosen begin experiencing moments where they no longer feel separated from the world around them. A profound unity rises, not as a concept, but as a lived reality. Mary described this stage as the soul remembering its original shape unbroken, luminous, and eternal. Jesus taught that this union is not constant at first. It comes in waves, each one drawing the chosen deeper into alignment. During these moments, fear vanishes completely, replaced by a peace so vast it feels like standing inside eternity. The chosen may experience visions, symbolic dreams, or sudden insights that illuminate their life purpose. Jesus encouraged his disciples to welcome these experiences without attachment. They are signs of progress, not destinations. The monad reveals itself gradually, allowing the chosen to expand without shattering under the weight of divine intensity. And as the waves of unity grow more stable, the chosen approaches the true threshold, the point where the hidden path opens fully into the luminous field Jesus called the Father's house. Jesus said the hidden path's final gate is guarded not by force but by truth. Only a soul that has shed its illusions can pass through it. Mary recalled Jesus describing the moment as an inner stillness, unlike anything experienced before, a silence that feels alive, vibrating with ancestral memory. In this silence, the chosen perceives the monad as an immense presence, vast yet intimate, surrounding and filling them simultaneously. Some describe it as stepping into an ocean of light, others as returning to a home they never realized they missed. Jesus explained that once a person crosses this threshold, the archons lose all authority over them. Fear dissolves permanently. Doubt cannot take root. Even suffering transforms, for the chosen no longer identifies with the temporary self, but with the eternal essence behind it. Jesus warned that this moment is not the end of the journey, but the beginning of a new form of existence, one where the chosen becomes a vessel of monad light in the physical world. The hidden path, once invisible, becomes the very ground upon which they walk. Jesus concluded his revelation by explaining that the hidden path is not meant for isolation but for transformation. Those who enter the monad carry its radiance back into the world, influencing everything through presence rather than effort. Mary Magdalene testified that Jesus believed that the chosen were scattered across time, awakening in different eras, whenever the world approached a turning point. If you've reached this point in the message, Jesus would have said it is because something ancient within you has stirred. The hidden path has brushed against your awareness, inviting you to remember who you truly are. Do not ignore this. The monad never calls without purpose. Allow these teachings to sink into your soul, to rearrange your inner world, to awaken the clarity buried beneath years of noise. And as Jesus promised, the moment you take one step toward the monad, it takes 10 toward you. If this message awakens something inside you, share it, save it, and return tonight. Your path into the monad is already opening.